Okay. Hey, hi, Angela. Okay, so so today we have Angela with us, and Angela interviewed with Oxford, and she has already received an admit from Oxford, and she has also received interview invites from a bunch of business schools, including ISB, HEC Paris, Cornell University, and she's currently awaiting results from these schools. So what we're going to speak today is that first we can speak a little bit about Angela's background and how she approached the application season. She has been fairly successful at it, and then we will speak about her interview experiences, first at Oxford and then Cornell and ISB. All right. Okay, wonderful. So just to kickstart, if you can quickly introduce yourself, and then we will take it from there.
I'm Angela, and I'm from a tech background, the normal IT background, and I have been working with Verizon for the past 2 years. And I was in the same situation 1 year back, like most of the students currently, and it has been a great experience. I found Akshat through YouTube on my MBA journey, and it has been a wonderful experience.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, now before we jump into speaking about your experiences, I think one of the key things that I remember from our initial call was that you were very worried about the low quantum of your experience and your GMAT score, right? So just for our audiences, I think you had a 710 on the GMAT, and you have currently 2 years of experience, right?
Yes.
Okay, so now a lot of people who have very limited experience and would be in your shoes would be worried about the facts that, hey, I need like 5 years of experience, or I at least need a 750 on the GMAT. So what are your primary learnings from applying to business schools? What do you feel are important criteria when you are looking to apply to business schools?
I was in the same shoes. I was really worried when I called you the first time, like you mentioned, having a low work experience. But one thing that I've realized is what you write on your application is mainly important. It defines you as a person, and further going on with the interviews, you have to be clarified about what you've written in your application, and just be honest about yourself. And I think that would suffice as a very good to go ahead with your application.
Okay, all right. So what are so now speaking in terms of like applications, now what has been your primary learning? So one thing that you mentioned is that, write your applications well. So what are the other things that you felt you did well during the application season?
One thing that I would say is during the applications, I mentioned everything really clearly. I happened to highlight my strengths, but I didn't hide back my weaknesses either. So I was very honest with my application, be it the essays, be it the questions that were there. And Akshat, you have helped me a lot through the process. And being very key to the point, like what you want to specify about yourself, so that it gets passed to the college and the interviewer. That's what I think.
Okay, all right. Now, in terms of the importance of GMAT, so if you can quickly comment on that, because a lot of people are worried that they don't have like fantastic GMAT scores. So what would be your piece of advice for those candidates?
GMAT is one component that counts in your application, but I would say that is not all that counts in your application, because me having 2 years of experience and a 710, I was really worried. But I realized I've applied to 4 colleges, got invites from 4 colleges, and that has definitely boosted my confidence. And I can confidently say that it's just not about your GMAT, it's just not about one element, it's about you as a person in whole.
Okay, all right. So before we move on to speaking about your interview experiences, so just a quick word from your side on school selection. So you have applied to Indian colleges, you have applied to European colleges, and you have applied to US colleges. So what are the criteria that you looked at while selecting business schools?
One thing I would say is I was diverse about my colleges is the fact that I've been born and brought up in Dubai, like I've been there for almost 18 years. So I wanted to have the same global exposure even going forward. So I wanted to keep my options open, be it in India, be it abroad, be it anywhere. And the next thing that I would say is my choice of colleges were mainly based on, because I want to continue in tech field. So I'm looking for colleges which had heavy hiring from tech field. And another reason I would say was the electives in the curriculum, which was mainly focused on technology and digitalization. So that was my choice.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Angela. So at this stage, what we can do is that we can move on to speaking about your experience at interview experiences at different business schools. All right.